Conditions remaining mildly bearish in this bull market, still dealing with some retracement here. We had a little bit of a bounce off of the bottom here where we saw momentum extreme the last few days has moved back up into this sell zone, which is just this counter trend that the markets have been working on. We're also seeing breadth stabilize here a little bit and sentiment increasing back up again as we're continuing with this overall rally. We are seeing the buy-sell ratio sitting right now at 0.4, so it's still sitting at less than 1. Less than 1 means red is above green. In this case, if you have a buy-sell ratio that is higher than 1, then you have green above red. Those are a little bit more conducive market environments to be trading in and investing in, and we currently don't have that, warranting some caution and some perspective as far as allocation and percentage invested in equities currently. We are seeing a bounce off of this oversold area on sentiment. This is on S&P 500. Each time we get back into this area, we're going to get some kind of a reaction. The area to be watching right now in this counter trend rally back up is if we run into some resistance right here. This will be a pretty telling next few days for the markets. If we take a look at S&P 500 here, this bounce off of support, what we're going to be watching for now is this resistance area, which is going to be coming right here at this 506, where you get resistance here, these support areas that have now failed and are going to be coming overhead resistance. Let's see if that creates any additional resistance for S&P 500. We're going to want to watch these pretty closely, because if we get a support area here, if we resist this area and then break back down, then markets have got some real trouble. And they currently are right in that area where they could bounce and we could attempt a new high here, but the resistance is going to be significant at these levels. Let's take a look at the Qs. Same story here. It could go up a little bit higher, that 432. Saw some pre-market negativity with Meta and some other issues that may be coming in this earnings season right here. We want to keep a close eye on. We're seeing that in the markets right here, just lots of color, which typically we don't want to see. On the bond market, long-term bond, 20-year bond, we're seeing it back down here in this retracement that it just has not been moving. We're seeing this as interest rates are moving higher, bonds are moving lower, so we want to keep an eye on that 20-year bond. We could be seeing a little bit of a support, a little bottoming tail bar right there yesterday. We'll see if we get any follow-through on that today. And let's take a look at the Dow. Dow had been leading the market both to the upside here back in November and then a little bit quick to the downside right here. So it's now recovering. It's back up in that momentum zone, showing some hold, and we could get another bump. We can get a little move higher in the Dow today. But once again, this resistance area is going to be critical. So if we reverse back down, we want to see this retest, but just be aware and be prepared for volatility inside of these ranges. And again, watching to see how these trends are starting to react. We're at the upper end of this reversal, and they could start to find some support, but as we start to run into resistance and things start to move back down, then it's going to prove that there's a new downtrend that's being created versus it being a retracement or a bull market rally or bull market retracement area here as well. We want to watch for that in the markets. Let's watch take a look at muscle stocks today. VRT, which had a big move, up 6%, massive volume, kind of faded towards the end of that. Keep an eye on VRT, and we're still seeing some stocks that are moving. Lifeway Food, which is in the food and dairy or the dairy space, and a big move here on Lifeway Foods. We're also seeing some oil names starting to populate. We've seen some Bitcoin miners start to populate the new buy list, some things that are coming in there as well. A little bit larger list the last few days, but certainly be cautious right here at these levels, watching for your allocation in terms of the direction alerts. Pay close attention to this area here, this mildly bearish. This means that traders and investors can consider trading with a neutral or bearish bias, raising stop levels on winners and selling losers. Bull market rank at 21. Again, we're just at that upper range. That'll do it for today's update. Everyone have a fantastic day today.